thevoicebeforethevoid.net.
We are now recording.
Turn the mic gain all the way up.
The what?
Mic gain.
What's that?
And the other thing was there. So there's these stories of a satanic group in Bismarck who would hold rituals in the woods by the University of Mary. Folklore. Octopus-like sinister thing, which is, fun. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, one of the pivot points is North Dakota. Why not in Bismarck?
Interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting. And I remember my cousins who lived in Minot, they had all kinds of stories about just satanic stuff. And again, I think that was a nationwide phenomenon with people, satanic panic, just regarded as like a media hysteria or whatever. But my cousins had these stories, but there was a lot of them that came out of Minot, including, like I said, this other small town where a church apparently got heavily graffitied and then burned to the ground. And I think that was a different small town than Tagus, which has, I think, the identical story of that church being graffitied and, like, in Hellmouth stories being connected to it, and it then burning down, or being burnt down. But, yeah, apparently that's still a thing. Like, it's all, current folklore.
So Tagus is a ghost town?
The last I'd read was a few years ago, and it was like an article in a newspaper, and it was talking with residents of the town. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
But there's maybe 5 people live there. I don't know.
I just found a thing about it that's pretty interesting, just kind of talking about it.
Yeah.
If you want me to read it out.
Yeah, I was just saying, so like I said, I've never been there. I think there's a lot of abandoned buildings there.
Yeah, it talks about that.
Probably still people who do live there, but there's many towns like that around.
Okay.
But also they had that, teenagers would go there on Halloween, that became a thing. And it's just these stories of a satanic thing going there. Yeah, the church and a Hellmouth, etc. Well, alright, anyway, yeah, read some stuff.
Okay. This is just a person who visited.
Yeah.
The Gateway to Hell in Tagus, North Dakota is no exception. They're on a tour of gateways to hell. A town that reached its peak population in 1940, Tagus was reduced to a ghost town in 1976 when the last business shut its doors. Today it's a collection of eerie abandoned houses 40 miles west of Minot. You can get there by exiting off of Highway 2 and traveling 2 miles north. No one will stop you. Once there, finding the gateway is a little more challenging. First, you must locate the foundation of the church that burned to the ground in 2001. The spot is marked by a square memorial built of brick with the name of St. Olaf's Lutheran Church inscribed on it. According to legend, this church was home to a group of devil worshippers who conducted satanic rituals in the 80s and 90s. Human sacrifice, bestiality, cannibalism, infants on skewers, the wholesale slaughter of white kittens, the usual satanic playbook. Many have claimed there was an upside-down cross painted on the door, and inside was a stairway that spiraled down into the earth. The stairway to hell. The stairway is filled in now, the ground plowed over it, so it's hard to say exactly where it was, but if you stand near the spot and you listen carefully, you can hear the screams of the tormented. Or so they say. I tried it but didn't hear it. Still, I can't deny it was creepy. I could have stood around and tried for longer, but I got the willies and stepped away. I didn't want to rouse any hellhounds.
You got the willies?
Yeah.
Cool.
That's another part of the legend, the hellhounds. Supposedly, they're lying in wait, and if you're not careful, they'll appear out of nowhere, snarling and snapping and threatening to tear your heart out. The abandoned houses are said to be haunted too. Weird sounds, weeping and moaning, and the occasional far-off cry of an infant. I poked around and took some pictures, but I didn't actually go into any of the houses. I'm no fool. You don't know what you might stir up when you're that close to a hellgate. There's supposedly a glowing tombstone and a phantom train that runs through the town from time to time, but I didn't see either of those either. Instead, I came upon an automobile graveyard, which was spooky enough, the rustling hulks of old cars and trucks, discarded in this forsaken place with not a soul around. I visited Tagus early on a Saturday morning. It was winter on the Great Plains. A bleak pall had settled on the land. Somewhere deep inside, I was feeling a simmering dread. If a door had slammed, I would have jumped. I made one more circuit of the town and took some more shots. Then I got back into my car and drove away, relief washing over me. Skeptical as I am about such things, I had to admit the possibility that the legends could be true in the same way that you realize a deep cavern is unlikely to collapse on you, but you know that earthquakes do happen from time to time. Going to the entrance of a hellgate is messing with fate, and testing your courage against it is like spending a night alone in a haunted house. We all know how that goes. The two best things about visiting Tagus are the anticipation before you arrive and the relief you feel when you're driving away. Both are delicious, but the time in between, the time spent flirting with the diabolical, is a tad unpleasant. Maybe it's because all these hellgates are so hard to penetrate. If it were easy, people would be slipping away into the netherworld with alarming regularity. I think that's it. That's all I have to say about it. Still, that kind of gives me an overall picture of what they say about it and what the town's like.
Yeah. Now there's other stuff that's been around on the internet. What year was that written?
Oh, I gotta go back. Oh wow, March. March,
this year?
yeah, of this year.
Oh wow. By whom? Who's this person?
MyAmericanOdyssey.com.
So it's like all over the United States?
Yeah.
Wow. And he went to Tagus.
Yep.
That's crazy.
He did a Hellmouth tour.
Yeah. And he got creeped out.
Sounds like he's a believer.
Well, even if you're not.
I hope I get creeped out. I'm always more scared of real people because there's always a lot of people looking to do some sketchy shit on Halloween.
Yeah. Also, dogs are a real thing.
Oh,
Yeah, I think I'd read that somewhere that somebody kept dogs.
I'm glad I'm wearing jeans,
Yeah.
but they're not thick like your pants.
Yeah.
Yeah, dogs do scare me.
Yeah, they're dangerous. Yeah, a good stout stick is a good thing to have.
Right. I know how to handle a dog. I read about it.
And call them out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to teach any attacking dog the lesson of the stick.
Yes.
Trying to find stories about Tagus.
Yeah, I remember reading a bunch years ago. Like a bunch. Like people would be there, people would write about it, and then like on a blog, and then there'd be comments. Like people just write, I live, just south there, blah 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 blah. Here's like, I never heard any of this. Well, except for this. And then then people actually living there who were just like, they would get like grumpy because they have people just coming around.
I came across another thing, but it just kind of summarizes the same things. Hellhounds, glowing gravestones, ghost train, screams of the damned.
People just started listing these, I saw this weird thing, and I saw this weird thing.
Ooh, I found the comments on that American Odyssey article on Reddit. I have a friend that used to work in the Tagus area. One night, they went through the Tagus railroad crossing. Right as they were about to cross the train tracks, the truck's engine stalled and the cab lights turned on. One of the guys in the truck freaked out and said he saw the train coming. He jumped out of the truck into the pitch-black night and ran away. The rest of the crew stayed with the truck and finally got it to restart. A few minutes later, the guy who ran away came back. My friend said the guy was different over the next few days. So apparently there wasn't a train.
That's it, just different. Wow.
I'm kind of more excited about the ghost train than the Hellmouth. Although I guess it's just an extension of the Hellmouth.
Yeah, Hellhounds, I don't want to see those.
Ghost train, what could be cooler than a ghost train?
Yeah.
That's the coolest fucking thing possible.
Yeah.
Not finding a lot more about Tagus. Aside from just, other articles kind of giving an introduction to it.
Yeah.
GhostofNorthDakota.com.
Well, that's the one. They just pick photographs of abandoned places.
Seems to have a lot of information.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Tagus was founded in 1900 on a rolling spot on the prairie, a railroad settlement town. It reached a peak population of 140 in 1940. It was
that's
originally
small.
Yeah. It was originally named Wallace, but was later renamed Tagus to avoid confusion with the town of Wallace, Idaho. It is now primarily abandoned with a handful of residents and numerous vacant structures. The Minot Daily News ran a story several days before our actual trip to Tagus. You can imagine our surprise when we were met by two of the residents who had been keeping an eye out for us. They had quite the story to tell. As it turns out, Tagus has weathered way more than its fair share of vandalism and mean-spirited behavior. For years, vandals from the nearby areas have used Tagus as a party place. One of the residents told us a story about one Halloween night in the 1980s, when 300 kids showed up in this tiny town for an all-out Halloween trashing session. The Mount Royal County Sheriff had been tipped off, and put a stop to it. Let's see. In 2001, vandals again did their damage when they were found to be responsible for a fire, so that's how that happened. Although the reports say that the fire was electrical, the resident we spoke to was adamant it was caused by vandals. Tagus has been the subject of some very strange and persistent rumors and urban legends to a greater degree than any other town we've encountered. At any rate, if you decide to visit Tagus, please be respectful. They've already sacrificed too much. Oh, okay. That's nice. Yeah, I think that's about it for Tagus.
Yeah, that might be the thing. Yeah, I was so big in the minds of the high schoolers in Minot. Yeah, that would explain persistence of rumors.
Visiting Tagus and finding the site of the staircase is a difficult task these days. Though it is mostly abandoned, the residents are fiercely protective of their land and anyone who might want to come back to vandalize property. Locals have even been said to chase people out of town. Yeah.
Right, so that's where you get the stories of it. It just multiplies, because then you have kids going there and like being scared by people who are actually trying to scare them. But yeah, there was a bunch of stories of that. All heard it directly from the guy.
Whoa. What is this? Larson Adventure Chronicles blog. 2013, September. Tagus Triangle. The mystery.
Yeah, I heard this, yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, I heard that triangle. I might have read this, actually.
Okay. Well, here we go.
Yeah.
After I started up in North Dakota, I started driving one of the vans into work for some extra money and some less sleep. As I've said before, it was an 80-mile drive from Minot out to the oil fields. We would leave the yard at 5 a.m. and not get back until 7 or 8. I would drive a van full of sleeping oil construction workers. I would have coffee with me and play something annoying on the radio, NPR to piss me off. Or Coast to Coast to listen to all the UFO, Bigfoot, chemtrail people talk about their hobbies. I saw some cool stuff out there in the prairie in the early mornings, a nice lunar eclipse one night, and the Aurora Borealis dipped way down south and they got a cool light show. Kept an eye out for cows and other animals. Snowy owls are cool if you can see them. But I never saw a UFO or a Bigfoot. There was a little anomaly that I noticed one dark morning. I tend to watch the mile markers so I know where I am on the road. Just outside of a town called Berthold, ND, there was something out of whack. But first I need to tell you about Tagus. It's a destination on the sign, but there's no sign directing you after 9 miles. Talks about the legend. Because we couldn't ever find Tagus, we started calling it the Tagus Triangle when we found this next anomaly. There's a problem with the mile markers on Highway 2 west of Berthold, ND. One night, I had just passed this mile marker, and a tenth of a mile later, my high beams were making the next mile marker glow green. I thought I must be so tired for a mile to go by that fast. When I saw the next one, I knew I was really friggin' tired. But I really hadn't gone that far in that amount of time. That night on the ride home, I came over the railroad bridge. I came to marker 117 and made note of the odometer, and only 0.8 of a mile went by when we hit 120. I like that.
Like what?
His little mile marker mismatched creepy thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. He tells you about Tagus, but he's not telling you about the Hellmouth. He's telling you about his own experience with Tagus.
Well, later he says, I told someone about the Tagus Triangle and came up with a tall story before my friend one night. They never changed the mile markers to fix them because they're in the right place, but the military has a secret base there and they have some sort of break in time and space there. We passed through it and don't even know it. My friend laughed and said I should blog about that and spin my tale. Oh, I see. So he does just keep talking about the mile marker thing? I'm scared of the residents of Tagus.
Why?
Because they sound pretty rough.
I don't think so.
Well, we're not 17, so that helps.
Yeah.
Ooh, we're passing a spooky Quonset.
You ever heard of a haunted Quonset?
That's what I'm going to write about in my Tagus story. It's going to be about someone who lives in a haunted Quonset.
That'd be cool. That'd be original. A Quonset, it just sounds funny. It doesn't sound like
Yeah, it does. They live in a Quonset, and they go to Tagus. I don't know why yet. Yeah, that's why I said it. It's fucking funny. But it'd be very North Dakota. You can't even say it normal anymore.
I mean, you sound normal.
I mean, that is to say. So I can't seem to access it because my phone is so old and I can't.
It's the Hellmouth. The Hellmouth is reaching out.
Oh!
Won't let you do it.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Doesn't want me to know what I'm in for.
Yep.
I like that Canadian guy.
It's gonna be a trick to find this, though.
So I hear.
Especially as it's getting dark.
You mean Tagus or the site?
The town, Tagus, yeah. It should be the shortest route as well.
Yeah, well, they're almost identical, actually.
But how can that be? So there is not a highway before that splits from Highway 2 and goes to Tagus?
Not from what I saw.
Okay.
I mean, Highway 2 seems pretty direct to Tagus anyway.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but if we miss the turn, we miss it, you know?
Oh, well, if we miss a turn, then I can look it back up again.
Well, presumably. I mean, I'm sure we're not going to have cell phone reception. It's a Hellmouth.
Right.
Oh, it is. Okay, there's Tagus.
Nice sunset.
Yeah. Okay, so we've split from 52. Okay. 10 to Berthold, and then looks like another 10 to Tagus.
For those listening, we have a 360-degree view of the skyline, going from a nice, vivid, blinding yellow sun setting over the spruce trees into swirls and whirls of cirrus white and dense violet clouds.
Are you talking to the microphone?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow, you're good at that.
The lower horizon is a rosy yellow.
Oh, look, they're burning the field.
And there is a
That looks like hell.
thick smoke from the hellfires of a field.
Look at that. Get a photo of that. That's cool. Look at that. Oh, cool. You can smell that hellfire. It actually smells pleasant.
I can't smell it. Oh, now I can smell it. And there's another one fading out over here.
Yeah. Oh, we are just at the edge of the sun.
We can expect the fires to increase the closer we get.
Yeah.
You can just make it nice and clear. Stay on to...
No, let's try and get that first turn off.
This is how all these horror movies start, man.
Yeah, we're never going to find it.
Games with maps.
So, no, you want to take we're going to take the road that goes northwest, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So
It's
you have on your
five
phone
west. Hey.
Full
What's
possession. Okay, we're crossing the railroad.
Huh?
You looking for the thing?
What? Wasn't that
I don't know.
5?
I don't know. But the railroad should tell you. Because that's a good landmark for where it crosses.
Alright, hang on now.
Oh, that could have been it. I think we're at the mileage right there.
Yeah, that was it, but it's okay. You can still get there. You don't need to turn around.
I mean, we're not going to go find it.
What?
Well, we're not going to find it. We'll try.
Okay, anyways. Now, in 4 miles, you're turning right onto 408th Street.
Okay. So that's 352nd.
You have 4 miles to go. It might also say 60th Avenue. And now, listeners, the sky looks like burnished gold. Like a beautiful, shimmering fog that a genie might release when escaping from the bottle. Laced with velvet and violet smoke.
Where's the book?
It's right here. All this over a gentle robin's egg blue.
366th.
Radio towers sparkle in the distance.
Really? Straight ahead.
Yeah. We still got 2.5 miles to go. The rolling hills interlace with dark purple clouds, interspersed with some cute cotton candy pink. As they reflect in the lake, you could almost forget the screams of the damned. So pretty.
Yeah.
We are literally arriving there at sunset. That's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. Well, if we get
0.5 miles.
Oh, okay.
We'll be turning right. Very soon now.
That looks like the green sign up here.
It says 408 or 60. It doesn't matter what it says. The next turn is it.
408.
Yep. Wow, it says
And
both.
60th. It says both. What?
That's new.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, so
Wow. Okay, here we go.
just
30
1
miles.
mile on this
Look at
road.
the dead trees. Look at that.
Yeah,
shot.
it's kind of good that we came this way.
Great stuff. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Holy crap.
Might as well stop and take a
It looks
picture.
like
Nobody's behind you.
Halloween. This looks like death.
You got a signpost in your way.
Oh, that's cool. Cool.
So 1 mile, and then we're basically there.
This couldn't be more odd.
What's the sign by the water say?
Nothing.
Okay, that seems right.
That seems right. You're right. That does seem right. Is this a body of water? What is this? Is this a slough? Well, the road goes around it, so I guess it must be permanent. That seems right. Wow, going to Hellmouth. Yeah, I've considered coming here for years, but like I said, I just never made it. I just figured it's going to be like just every other small, dead North Dakota town, of which there are, hundreds, it seems. Except that this one, yeah, I guess did have trouble with the Minot high schoolers. Which probably would have included my cousins.
It's gonna split in about 0.3 miles, so you want to go left.
Yeah. See, this is just regular old farming. Looks like farming.
Looks like farming, but truly it is the harvesting of souls.
Truly. it splits.
Go left.
So is this the road that we missed? That's nice food.
Yeah, we're getting back onto the road that we missed right here.
Nice little house. Oh, look at that.
And in 0.3 miles, you will be in Tagus. You can
Yes.
turn right onto Tagus Street.
Pretty spooky over there. Wow, totally right at sundown.
Yeah.
So did this here?
Yeah.
This looks
Maybe.
cool. Look at these wild like crossroads here. Holy moly, this is awesome. Yeah. I like that. There's like a whole slew down there. Roads going to nowhere. Holy moly. This is cool. I got a abandoned house. And they got pavement.
Yeah, I was thinking that wasn't quite right, but yeah,
Yeah.
this seems better.
Pavement isn't spooky. They got pavement. Like, the heck?
Sure, they gotta do something to stand up to all that tourism.
Yeah. You know,
This guy
I wonder,
lives right
I wonder
next
if
to
there's a
railroad
house for
tracks.
sale in Tagus.
Oh my god. You could just make it a haunted house.
Yeah, exactly.
No, you couldn't because the residents would want to kill you.
Look at this crazy crap. It's just an old tree growing up there. That's cool. What a nice shot.
Wow, look at that house. It's just falling in, that yellow one.
Yeah. We're at the golden hour. I think we're just past it. I think it's getting a little dark.
Private property. No
Yeah,
trespassing.
right, because they get all that crap. What does that say?
Christensen.
Christensen. Ooh, spooky.
Don't pass under that gate.
It's a nice big house.
Oh, what's this? What's this right here?
See that?
What is that? Pull
Looks
over.
like the old school.
Pull over, pull over, pull over. No,
Lutheran.
no, that is
That's
what
the
it's supposed
thing.
to say.
Oh, well then we found it. Let me go up here and park. I guess all of our electronics haven't died. There's a spooky old trailer.
Or have they? And we just don't know.
It's a road that goes nowhere. Oh, there's a spooky old house. Oh crap. There's spook. Yeah, these are spooky. It's spooky. Posted.
You want the recorder?
Oh, of course.
Here you go.
Oh, we gotta watch out for the hellhounds too.
And now, dear listeners, we've arrived at the lonely town of Tagus, perched here on the edge of hell. The sole resident watches us from a broken window.
I don't see him. I just see pickups up there though.
I did not make that up.
What? You're a liar.
You want your gloves?
Yeah. I'll be using to fend off hellhounds.
Right. It could happen. There you go.
Thank you.
You want your camera?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Thank you. And they had the case there. Yeah. Thank you. Well, yeah. I mean, right here we are. Here we are. I see a lot of posted no trespassing signs. I don't see any hellhounds. It is cool. I like the outlines of this.
Well, they don't use them.
The house is right. Well, once we get away from the car. This is fun. Happy Halloween. Yeah, I mean, look at these houses. This is great. Yeah, it looks like, yeah, that's a well-kept house up there.
You live here, you basically live alone. Oh, can you get me back in the car real quick?
It's the windows open over here.
I like this road that goes down there to nowhere. That's so Halloween. I mean, it could be somebody's got dogs.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, somebody totally could have some dogs out here. Yeah, because there was also, so there's definitely occupied there, Christensen. And then those houses down there are occupied. But yeah, look at the no trespassing.
Oh, that sky.
This is so spooky. I mean, it's not spooky. It is Halloween though. What a cool house. Oh, this is a great shot. That does look like golden hour. And there's a light blinking down there. Is that a radio tower? Must be.
Yeah.
Hi. Garage door's open over there. This is, yeah, that's the plaque.
You said it was hard to
Yeah, it's like, it's right on the highway.
unless we're mistaken.
Yeah. St. Olaf Lutheran, that sounds like a church.
There's a fallen cross here.
Yeah, that is.
Wow. Yep. That's what it is. Is this incense that they've got in here? A
Oh,
bottle of water back here
does look like it. Oh, really?
on the floor.
Oh, that's not very satanic.
Well, I guess we should stop and listen. Don't
Well.
step on that cross, whatever you do.
Yeah.
What is this? It looks like Christmas branches.
Oh, you don't think it's incense?
Well, this silver one. Burned glitter.
The sun is going down.
Let's see what it looks like.
I mean, it's almost in this person's yard. Yeah. So it's like look around for the. I mean, that's a gopher hole. Gopher to hell. To where the staircase must have been. Looks pretty well raised. Here's quite a depression right here.
Yeah, it is.
We can just probably go ahead and call that the Hellmouth. That's good enough.
I mean, and there's
Yeah, this is like marked out.
like the grass is
Yeah, right. I mean, it's got to be somewhere.
pretty sizable. Almost too large.
I mean, stay where you are. Stand right there. Go back over towards the Hellmouth. Wow, you're like right on the mouth of hell. Hey, where'd you go? I don't see you. That's fun. Okay, well, we gotta listen.
Yeah, that's what I was just
Yeah, we'll record too. It's the highway. I hear the screaming souls of the damned on the highway.
Yeah, me too. Wait, no, let's listen. You hear like a crackling or something in that direction?
You hear the leaves over there?
Yeah, something like that.
I heard those when we got out of the car. I heard the leaves rustling. Sounds crackling. That's just wild how that house has been grown over. Sorry.
This would be a nice meditation spot.
The Hellmouth? Jeez. I guess so.
Shotgun's my focus.
Hellmouth in this guy's front yard?
None of that stuff mentions, like, and you might meet Steve, whose yard you're almost trespassing in.
Yeah, right. I mean, he's got a dumpster sitting there.
That's where you go.
I mean, it's pretty civilized.
That's where you go when he's had enough.
Yeah, there we can get the Christensen sign and everything.
This isn't all the cars up there. It's supposed to
Well.
be also abandoned car lots and, of course, the creepy
Yeah,
train
I mean,
tracks.
you mean like just up the street there?
Yeah, let's go find it.
Yeah. I like his old windmill up there.
Go find it with our feet.
It's cool. Oh, and these, like the old church steps, I guess.
Oh, good point. That's good shit. No, because I might use these as my story photo.
What, for your story or?
Yeah, maybe. If I mean, when I write one. I'm glad nobody died.
Yeah, me too.
Else it would be one of those things where it's like,
Yeah, this would not be a destination. If it was like people got hurt. That'd be fun.
I wish you see you poke around in the car for a little bit. Or
Oh, there's a little ghost in that trailer over there. See that?
pretty cool, really.
This is a cool trailer. See, he's got a
Not
storage.
yours.
No, storage container. See, that's cool.
Go.
Makes a instant trailer. See? Oh, there's a Hellmouth.
There we go.
Or what? Hellhound, that's right. Devil dog.
I can see its tail wagging. Wow, this is a pretty little field.
Yeah, it is. Oh, guy's coming out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's a nice house. So yeah, bothering the poor resident of town.
But
Come back around and see.
look at that one star.
I mean, really, that was pretty easy to find the Hellmouth.
Oh, concerned about that guy.
What?
Took a lot of looking, but eventually I found it.
Maybe they came in from there. Does the other road? Maybe it comes into the north.
Maybe.
That one that we missed.
No, because I think that was the one we ended up turning left onto.
You think so? Might be, might not be.
Oh, no, you're right, because the one that I was looking at came north of Tagus at first.
Okay, yeah. So I'm thinking, let's go drive back that way.
Okay. I missed the Hellmouth.
This way, what do you mean?
I miss it.
Oh, yeah.
I wish I was there. Eventually you will be.
There's two houses right next to each other.
Yeah.
Both occupied. See, that doesn't seem like a ghost town. There's just some houses there that are empty. You got a little lake back there. That's a nice deal.
No, it's the mark of the devil.
Oh,
I didn't see any cars.
there's a car.
There's supposed to be like a huge rusty old car lot.
Yeah, I don't think people know where they're going. Maybe, okay, so out to the west back down there, maybe. Might be more. Because there was a couple houses down there.
Oh, look! Is that a
South.
cemetery?
Is it?
I see gravestones.
Ooh, it looks like something.
Oh, turn right.
Oh, we've got to be trespassing. No, I see an entrance. Yeah. Cool. Speed up with the highway again? It does. Oh, cool.
Sweet.
Well, yeah. This is neat.
Ooh, a nice little.
It's like well maintained. I don't know how you can call this a ghost town. I guess this is as
If you
lively
want
as
to.
half of the towns we go to.
Yeah, that's true. Oh wow. Beatrice E. Ennis, 1950.
Oh, that's a while ago. Ooh.
Oh, come here.
Nice trees.
Wow. Cool.
I'm coming. Show another photo here of the west. Oh, cool. Wow. Nothing creepy about that.
It is nice though.
Yeah.
It can be creepy if you want it to be.
I mean, anything can be. Just another quiet North Dakota town. That is unusual. Nelson, that is not unusual. In fact, it is very usual in a North Dakota cemetery. Goebel, oofta. That's some Jarman. Weber.
Sadie.
Those are the old stones. Here, more gopher holes to hell.
What do we got over here? Oh, did you find something? Why is the earth bare? Looks freshly dug.
Met. I can hear the wails of the damned. You're right. Those are the ghost keys. Nice. It's just it's all about ghosts. I got one. It's all good. There aren't that many hellhounds. I don't think.
Here's some more of it.
Stacks of hay bales there. I mean, this is not a ghost town. Talking about there's plenty of vitality there.
I liked it. I thought it was fun.
It's great. Nice little town.
Nice little lakes here.
But yeah, it's not like obscure or hidden. It's right on the pavement.
Yeah, it was.
Like there's plenty of towns I've gone to and looked at real estate in. They're way, 10 miles down single lane gravel. One hellhound. His owner came and brought it back inside.
Yep. It was wagging its tail.
Yeah.
It was really excited to keep us out of hell.
Yeah, that was.
Halloween, Halloween.
No, it's a train. It's a ghost train.
Woo!
Yeah.
We just saw it going the other direction. How can it be coming this direction?
Can't be. It's a ghost train.
Oh, ghost train.
It's alright. That's a ghost grain train.
Ghost grain train.
All the grain hoppers. Holy moly.
Actually, we could combine all three words and just say grain.
Read your story. So it's recording now. Why did it stop recording?